Hello students, hope you all are doing well. In this pandemic situation, we all are looking for starting our new semester, your third semester, and the subject I'm going to take is analog electronics. So before we start analog electronics, we need to know what is actually analog, what are the prerequisites for the subjects, what we will know after completion of this particular subject, analog electronics. So this video is nothing but an introductory video of analog electronics. So once again, welcome you all, and let us have a look in the upcoming slides. So what is analog electronics? As the name analog suggests, it is continuous and real. In electrical engineering, we mostly deal with voltage and current. An analog signal, in case of analog signal, whenever we are talking about analog signal, it will be analog voltage or analog current, that is continuous voltage or continuous current. Now let us have a look in this slide that analog are electronic systems, that the same thing I have told you, with a continuously variable signal. Now analog circuit, it's a complex combination of op-amp, resistor, capacitor, and some other basic electronic components. Among these components, you guys are acquainted with resistor. We will also study different analog components in this particular subject. One of the important components is op-amp. So to start analog electronics as a subject of third semester, we need to know the prerequisite of analog electronics. That means we need to know the basics of some basic electricals, like basic knowledge of RLC, resistor, inductor, capacitor, network theorems that you have come across, like Kirchhoff's law, Thevenin's theorem, Norton's theorem, basic knowledge about the operation of semiconductor diodes. You have studied in your basic electronics about semiconductor diodes, transistor, BJT, basic idea of integrated circuit, voltage current equation. This particular area we will study in depth in this analog electronics subject. And last, basic knowledge of engineering mathematics, that is differentiation, integration, differential equation, matrix, etc. These are the syllabus that I have shared with you. You can have this in our website also, and I will share it with you in a WhatsApp group also. So these are the modules that we have to complete within this semester. Yeah, so your course contents are filters and regulators, transistor biasing and stability, transistor amplifier, feedback amplifier, and oscillator. So look, you are going to study in depth about transistor. This is very important part in analog electronics. Next, operational amplifier is that I was talking about. Application of operational amplifier, power amplifier, a very important part, multi-vibrator, that you can use in your project also. And last, some special function circuits. Now course outcome. What we are supposed to know after completion of this subject. Why we need to know about analog electronics? Because these are the course outcome of analog electronics. Students will be able to design DC power supplies, They will be able to analyze transistor amplifier circuit. They will be able to understand effects of different feedback mechanism in amplifier circuit. Again, they are emphasizing on transistor and amplifier, and using both the components, you can have a very good project. Student will be able to analyze signal generator circuit. Student will be able to design power amplifier circuit, and they will be able to understand linear and non-linear application of op-amp. So these are all for analog electronics. From our next video, we will start the modules from course content. Okay, so I hope from this introductory video, you have got an idea about analog electronics, what actually analog electronics deal with, what actually we can have after completion of this subject. So thank you for seeing this video. If you have any doubt regarding any of these points, you can share that with me via mail, via WhatsApp, or as a comment to this video. Thank you so much. Thank you.